I'm here with Matt Thomas, NanaWall, and we have been huge fans, our firm, of your product for as many years as you've had it. What I was really excited about with the new product that you have is that it's kind of lightweight, right? So people of, kind of little children and everybody in between, frail elders, and anybody can kind of move this door, right? It's got a zero threshold, which we've always loved. So can you tell me a little bit about your new product?
Well, that's because of the new roller system. We developed the roller systems for each product specifically. So this has a new roller system where the technology is based just like a bullet train, where there's very little roller to metal contact, so that makes it very easy to move. Because actually the panels are quite heavy, but when you use the product, you don't realize that because of that roller system. It's also a very thin profiled product.
Well, that's terrific. How long have you had this product out?
This is brand new. It's been introduced here at the show.
Right, and again, we're here at the International Builders Show in Las Vegas 2020, and you're rolling it out just for the show.
We're rolling it out for the show and obviously to the entire market at large.
Right, and when will you be able to deliver it?
Now, it's available now.
Terrific. So, how has the reception been relative to the new door?
Well, I'd say most people are stunned by how thin the profiles are.
Yes.
And you compare that with product that's at 11 foot, goes up to 11'6" in height, you have a lot of glass, because we have architects and builders that have called us throughout the years and said, we love your product, can you get more glass in the profiles, between the profiles? So this is the answer to all those questions. It's very thin profiled, goes very tall and very wide, and it's still very easy to use.
And with the accordion door system, it would probably stacks pretty easily as well.
It does, and it has an advantage over your standard accordion bifold door, and that is we have what's called 4-fold and 6-fold panels. That allows you to put the panels that are stacked to one side or the other side, and it also enables you as a design professional, if you have a very, very wide opening, that can be used in unlimited widths, whereas previously bifold doors have a limitation.
Terrific. And I would say that one of the things that stands out about NanaWall and your system is that openness, right? I mean, that's what we're trying to create, is that indoor-outdoor relationship, which clearly your organization has embraced from day one. With this thinner profile, I really am tracking with you. I think it's kind of cool, because even when the doors are closed, there's more of that indoor-outdoor relationship. There's more of that transparency, right, from inside to out as a result of the thinner profile. So I'm very encouraged that you kind of came up with that. Where did that notion come from? Just listening to architects and designers?
The president CEO of the company listens to architects directly and design professionals, and listens and hears what the requirements of the marketplace are. So that translates into innovation. We're always innovating. We started, as you noted, way back. We've always been focused on the indoor-outdoor experience, but here's the difference. A hole open, a hole in the wall, it is the same with anybody. The difference is when the wall is closed, that you still maintain that visual connection to the outside.
Right.
That light coming in, the natural daylighting, but also, particularly environments that are very cold outside or have heavy weather, that you are able to keep the outside elements out when wanted, and keep the warmth from the inside, or cold if it's hot out.
So you're satisfied with how, relative to temperature extremes, are you satisfied with the way that the panels are kind of coming together, that detail of how it works? Is that a reasonable thermal break?
It is, and that's been our DNA, which is performance. We are all about keeping the elements outside, whether they're hot or they're cold, but maintaining whatever environment is on the inside at a certain comfort level. So having a product that will last for decades, keeping all those elements outside, no water entry, no wind entry, heat, cold, that's our DNA. And so we independently test and ensure that our products meet all the, not only standards of each state throughout the country, but also that they are at the top of their game, that you're buying our product, that wall is going to keep you warm inside and last for decades.
So in keeping with the whole indoor-outdoor experience sort of thing, how do you treat the threshold? And certainly I have, a reason for why I asked, because the smoother that transition from a design standpoint, it allows your eye to move in and out easily. And if you have a mobility assistive device, right, or a trip hazard, right, that can be somewhat of a negative impact. So how would you say you're addressing the threshold, both from an aesthetic and from a practical standpoint?
That's very important, because obviously you want minimal threshold from transition to transition. Now what we have, and something we've always done, is we manufacture our own sills. So each sill is specifically manufactured for that system, be it the case of the new system or even our legacy systems. So in some of our legacy systems we have 4 sills. We have flush sills for interior environments. We have low profile, which are just a little bump, which serve well for ADA compliance. But we also have something that's unique, which is a hybrid sill. That's what we call it, the hybrid sill. That allows you to have the performance of a raised sill, which are somewhat tall at times, but with the low profile threshold transition. So you have the nice transition between indoor-outdoor threshold, yet you gain or attain that performance of a high-profile sill.
Nice. Well, Matt, again, I'm tremendously impressed in talking to you a little bit about the care that you put into what you do, the thoughtfulness of it. I think the results are remarkable. I think the way that we're able to use your system as architects and designers has just allowed a lot of freedom, and I really appreciate your product. I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us and reinforce those things that really make a difference with the NanaWall system.
Well, thank you. We appreciate the kind words.
Yeah, nice to be here.